First, the top headlines. Man attempts a self-immolation outside Lok Bhavan over Trong Lobby attack. Police intervene. Manipur Strong Lobby attack victims' family demands arrest of culprits within 5 days. Kuki CSOs urge restraint, clarify stand on highway situation in Manipur Hills. Election violence erupts in Dibrugarh's Khowang, several injured in AJP-BJP clash. A very good evening. You're watching the prime time ELITETV English News and I'm your host, Ragina, giving you the news in detail. A 32-year-old man allegedly attempted to self-immolate outside Lok Sabha in Imphal on Thursday, April 9, expressing anguish over the recent deadly bomb attack in Trong Lobby. The attempt was foiled by security personnel on duty who intervened in time and detained him. The individual has been identified as Sinam Apollo, a resident of Mayanglangjing in Imphal West District and an advocate by profession. According to sources, the incident occurred at around 1 p.m. when Apollo arrived near Lok Bhavan in a vehicle. Eyewitnesses and officials stated that Apollo poured kerosene over his body in an apparent attempt to set himself on fire. Security personnel stationed at the site acted swiftly to restrain him and prevent the act. During the intervention, he reportedly urged authorities not to stop him. A team from the city police later arrived at the scene and took him into custody for further questioning. No injuries were reported in the incident. The attempted self-immolation is believed to have been driven by anger and distress over the recent bomb attack in Trong Lobby, which claimed innocent lives in the early hours of April 7. The incident underscores growing public anguish and frustration over the continuing violence in the region. Authorities have not yet issued an official statement regarding the incident. The family of the victims of the tragic bomb attack in Manipur Strong Lobby Awang Lekai has demanded that the state government arrest all those responsible within 5 days, stating that no amount of ex gratia compensation can replace the lives lost. The appeal was made during a media interaction at Raj Medicity, where Oinam Ongbi Benita, who sustained critical injuries in the attack, is currently undergoing treatment. The attack, which occurred around 1 a.m. on April 7 under the jurisdiction of Moirang Police Station, claimed the lives of her 2 children, Oinam Tomten, 5, and his sister Oinam Yaisna, 5 months. Speaking to the media, the children's grandmother, Oinam Loidam, acknowledged the government's announcement of financial assistance but emphasized that justice and an end to the ongoing conflict are far more important. She urged authorities to apprehend the real perpetrators within 5 days to ensure accountability and prevent such incidents from recurring. Loidam also shared the emotional trauma faced by Benita, who was initially kept unaware of her children's deaths due to her fragile condition. She reportedly learned about the tragedy through a newspaper, which left her devastated and worsened her health. Questioning claims of improving peace in the state, the family expressed concern over the continued violence and called on the government to take stringent steps to restore lasting peace and security. The incident has once again highlighted the fragile security situation in Manipur and intensified calls for justice and stability in the region. The Security Department of the Kuki CSO Working Committee has issued a public advisory urging restraint and cooperation from all sections ahead of a key meeting of Thankul civil society organizations. The committee informed that the meeting earlier scheduled for April 11 has been advanced to April 9 due to urgency. In view of this, members of the Kuki community, particularly village volunteers, have been advised to avoid any actions that could hinder the movement of representatives attending the meeting. The advisory emphasized the importance of maintaining peace and facilitating the smooth conduct of the gathering, seen as a step towards restoring normalcy in the region. The committee also addressed concerns regarding reports of a prolonged blockade along National Highway 202. It stated that there has been no sustained or organized blockade, while acknowledging a brief disruption between March 12 and 19 following incidents that heightened tensions. Highlighting the prevailing situations in parts of the hill districts, the CSOs noted that safety concerns have affected movement along certain stretches, underlining the need for ensuring security for civilians. The WCK CSOs called for a balanced and inclusive approach to the situation, stating that dialogue and mutual understanding among communities are essential for lasting peace. It reiterated its commitment to constructive engagement and urged all stakeholders to work towards restoring stability in the region. Lieutenant General Avizit S. Pendekar, UYSM AVSM YSM General Office Commanding Spear Corps visited Modi in Chandal district on 9 April 2026. The visit was centered on an ex-servicemen meeting organized by the Assam Rifles, serving as a vital touch point for direct engagement with those who have dedicated their lives to the nation. During the event, the Corps commander met with 70 veterans, whom he personally felicitated for the distinguished and selfless service. In his interaction, Lieutenant General Pendekar highlighted the invaluable role these individuals have played in nation building and in safeguarding India's sovereignty. He spoke of the veteran community as a crucial bridge between the armed forces and civil society, noting that the inherent discipline and values continue to inspire the currently serving ranks. The gathering facilitated a constructive dialogue where senior officials and officials addressed specific concerns of the veterans, providing clarity on resettlement schemes, welfare initiatives, and available support mechanisms. The day concluded on a note of mutual respect, having successfully reinforced the spirit of camaraderie and trust that defines the military ethos. Violence disrupted polling in the Kowang constituency of Devgarh district, Assam today, April 9, as supporters of the Assam Jatiya Parishad AJP and workers of the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP clashed amid the ongoing polls. The incident occurred near the residence of local MLA Chakradhar Gogoi. BJP leaders alleged that a group linked to AJP attacked their workers in a nearby house. Several people sustained injuries, including BJP Sir Jharkhand in charge Prahlad Pandey. In response, BJP supporters blocked the 4-lane national highway to protest the attack and demand the arrest of those responsible. The blockade caused traffic disruptions in the area. Senior police officials arrived at the site and worked to restore order. The situation remains tense as investigations continue. As Assam goes to the polls on April 9 to elect representatives to its 126-member Legislative Assembly, Raijordal President and Sivasagar Assembly constituency candidate Akhil Gogoi expressed confidence that the Bharatiya Janata Party government would be voted out of power. Speaking to the media, Gogoi said that widespread public dissatisfaction with the current government would lead to a significant political shift in the state. People are upset with the BJP government and they want to change it. The BJP government will go and it is certain that opposition will form its government here, he stated. Confident of his electoral prospects, Gogoi predicted a decisive victory from the Sivasagar constituency. I am going to win from Sivasagar with a margin of over 50,000 votes, he said, adding that voters are eager to bring about political change. He also congratulated the people of Assam for participating enthusiastically in the democratic process, stating, I congratulate everyone who is coming out to vote for change. Assam Pradesh Congress Committee President and Congress candidate from the Jorhat Assembly constituency, Gaurav Gogoi, cast his vote on April 9 in the 2026 Assam Legislative Assembly elections, expressing confidence that the state will witness a transformative political change. Speaking to media after casting his vote, Gogoi said today is an important day for Assam and the people are coming forward to make a decisive choice for the state. The hope in people's eyes, the confidence in their voices, and the fearless expression of their views indicate that we will witness an empowered new Assam on May 4. He added that voters are supporting the ideals of democracy and progress. People are electing a Republican, democratic, and empowered Assam. They will vote in favor of Assam's civilization, moral, and democratic values, he stated. Before casting his vote, Gogoi paid floral tributes to his father and former Assam Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi, remembering his legacy and contribution to the state. Accompanying him at the polling booth, his mother, Dolly Gogoi, expressed gratitude to the electorate, saying, "I seek the love and blessings of the people of Jorhat." His aunt, Lakshmi Rani Gogoi, also extended her blessings, stating that she hopes for the continued development of Assam and Gaurav Gogoi's success. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Sky Hospital na Manipur da heart attack line nabagi damak 24/7 emergency service piduna lakli karigumba adom da heart attack ki layong haibadi ikang khangogdana thabak naba sor honba waba oi thangba pamom naba thabak lumba wantharakpa asina chingba singa si thengna birabadi thengthabiraganu athuba matam da Sky Hospital da lakpiduna khwaidagi hena experience leraba heart specialist katana biduna huina hingba yana bagi kudong sab lobiu Sky Hospital da makal kayagi chang naina heart ki oiba layang liba services singdi EPS RFA for palpitation device closures of ASD VSD amadi PDA hole in heart coronary angioplasty and stent implantation pacemaker ICD combo implant balloon dilation of heart valves open heart surgery gi makal kudimak haibadi coronary artery bypass graft surgery surgical replacement of heart valves MVR AVR TVR heart ki ahoba lerakpa angang sing asina chingba sing asi layingli heart OPD timing 8 AM to 5 PM Monday to Sunday hena akopamaro gi damak Sky Hospital gi reception ga tanabiu
machi oiba sinjak sabana TB dagi ngakthokna ba asoba khulaini machi oiba sinjak sabana layingba matam da su yamna laheli loina na haksang thuna phagat hanbada asoba mateng pangi maram asina nikse posan yojna gi makhada layingba matam da anabasingda tha khudingi lupa lising amamam phangba ngamgani loinana TV na narabasingda makhal kaya gi machi oiba chinjak singchu lemna phangani adom su nikse mitra oibiduna TV narabasingda mateng pangbi yai akupa marol gi damak www.nikse.in dagi khangbi bayatani thokpiraklo adom su saruk yabiduna bharat asi TV laina leitaba laiba amma ohenasi
निक्षय मित्रों से मिली शक्ति टीबी के मरीजों को नई ऊर्जा दे रही है
मियाम की आईफल की दमक मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर ने पुतोक चबा मणिपुर के अहम न्यूरो पेशेंट्स के तंगाइरबा स्पेशलाइज्ड हॉस्पिटल न्यूरो इमरजेंसी ट्रॉमा नेट मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल सिंगजोय मथक टोंगथाम लिकाइदा हांदुकचरे हॉस्पिटल असना मरुइना बीपी स्ट्रोक ब्रेन ट्यूमर लंबी की खुदोंथिबा स्पाइनल डिस्क प्रोलैप्स स्पाइनल ट्यूमर अमदी माइग्रेन चिंगबा लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असदा न्यूरो की लाइंग बद चंगबा अफबो मखल की खुसु खुलाई अमदी मशीन मरांग काइद लई मशीना कोक मरी लेनबा तोंगान तोंबा मखल की अनाबा सिंग निंगथिना लायंगली लमदम मसिदा न्यूरो सर्जन यामना तांगा लेबा मरमना चिंगमदी अरापा मफमदगी लाकपा अनाबा सिंग न्यूरो सर्जन उननबा होनबदा अवाबा क्या मायोंगदरी मसिदा सुनतना मतम थिंथना अनाबा लायंगना मरम ओरगा खुदोंथिबा क्या सुमायोंगदरी मसी पुनमक्तगी खरदो ओरेबसु कन्ननबा डॉक्टर पार्किंसन सिंह MCS न्यूरो सर्जरी एम्स न्यू दिल्ली ना मसामकी हॉस्पिटल असिदा पुंग कुनमरी लेदुना अनाबा सिंह लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असिदा अताबा ममलदा लायंग मतनतना OPD जनरल अमदी ICU बेड्स ऑपरेशन मेडिसिन एक्स-रे अमदी लैब कमरी लेनबसिनसु अताबा ममलदा फंगल्ली ngasimaglenshin biro amadi kudong saba singa silobiho hena kubamrol gidamag hospital asigi telephone number 700553416 natraga 8974572154 da pau phabirak yagani
खंगन जबा मणिपुर की थबक फंद्रिबा नास गिदमक डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी ऑल लंबुलेन गवर्नमेंट ऑफ मणिपुर ना निमित्तरानी योबा एंटरप्रेन्योर डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम ऑन डोमेस्टिक इलेक्ट्रिकल फिटिंग न चिंगबगी मतंगदा ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम अमा पांगथोक जगदोरी हाइरिबा ट्रेनिंग असिदा सरुक जाबिनिंगबा मियोसिंग अदु मसागी चही 19 दगी 95 फावगी मनुंगदा लैबो ओइगदबनी ट्रेनिंग असिदा सरुक जाबिनिंगबा सिंगना www.dst.mn.gov.in न चंगबिदगा ऑनलाइन सबमिशन तौबीबा यागनी फॉर्म थाजिनबगी अरोइबा मतमना एप्रिल की तांग 12 ओइगनी ahan bapom thajin bamyo singdana hena khudong chaba pijagani akupa moral gidama program coordinator Wayangthem Chandrakumar scientific officer director of science and technology all lambulen government of Manipur dagi khangbi yagani
ayang na taibang khongda jarakibasi kumjali singamaga samapal humphudra 1970 maski kunipal lamtagina kunmathoi nipan ba thangja numit ki ayuk pung mapanda ayang taibang phaurakki lol leijaba phijel leijaba lining leijaba maitai phurupse amtadi ningkha tamna lining mikha pondaba chu oirasi
Imado, iboki manakta thinkhibadagi shaulang duna tale
ngo mahak tu tv narabani
TV di yumda lega laing asya karigi mapamda thido
nama adu mafam sida leirabadi mayamna kari haina ngangna gani
mina ngangna badu nate
mashi
Bada NIFT, GAT, and CAT, NID, DAT, asina chimbatsini. Design the career masembada sangraba yadaba skills kara panjarabada creativity, communication skills, problem solving, analytical ability, teamwork skills, asina chingba asin. Kanagumba mahirusingna akupa marolgidamakta SS career solution da lakpiyu natraga makhana pijariba number asida pau pawiro.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. At a time when Manipur continues to struggle with deep divisions and mistrust among communities, a rare message of reconciliation echoed from the hills of Senapati as members of the Mau and Paumai communities gathered for the Mau Baptist Church Association and Paumai Naga Baptist Church Combined Fellowship on April 8 and 9, 2026. Held under the theme Loving God, Loving Neighbors, the fellowship brought together church leaders, public representatives and believers from both communities in a call for unity, forgiveness and peaceful coexistence. Hosted by the Mau Paumai SKABU at Kabung Karong, the program featured speakers including T.H. Sonela, coordinator of Montessori Teachers Training Institute, Senapati, Dr. Tasani Moon, director of Pioneer Outreach Ministry, MBC Punanamai, and R.S. Abraham, pastor of Paumai Baptist Church, Paulia, convener of the fellowship, A. Fokrilo, and executive secretary of MBCA, recalled that the initiative was first started in 2012 by the late Koda and Rev. Gideon to strengthen ties between the Mau and Paumai communities. He noted that the two communities were historically one tribe and said the fellowship seeks to guide the younger generation to live honest lives rooted in faith so that communities can learn to live as good neighbors. Echoing the need for reconciliation, Dr. Samuel, secretary of PNBA, stressed that conflicts will never end if people continue to hold grudges. As Christians, we are called to forgive, he said, reminding the gathering that the Bible teaches said that the one who forgives is greater than the one who refuses to forgive. People look at our lives as a sermon, he said, encouraging believers to live in a way that reflects God's love. Speaking about the relationship between the Mau and Paumai communities, he reminded the congregation that while people may change friends, neighbors cannot change. God has placed us as neighbors, he said, calling on both communities to choose peace and coexistence. He emphasized the role of the church in shaping society, saying that when the church remains strong, society also becomes stronger and more disciplined. MLA Kumosa also lauded organizers for bringing both communities together and encouraged people to strengthen their faith while supporting the less privileged in society. He further proposed that members of the Mau and Paumai communities visit each other's villages in the future to deepen understanding and rebuild bonds. As Manipur continues to search for peace, the fellowship ended with a simple but powerful reminder repeated throughout the gathering that forgiveness, faith, and neighborly love remain the only path towards healing divided communities.
Church, Manipuri Baptist Church, church program Jo bunyi same thing. Tiles the same. Scene same. No kuta mo bisa do. Pero ni ba tu te che semua.
The second day of the two-day training program on branding and packaging for food and non-food products of Manipur at BMMU Hauchung Block MSRLM None Bajar has come to an end. The capacity building program was organized by Indian Institute of Packaging Kolkata under RAM Project. MN53 brand Manipur in collaboration with District Industry Center DIC None. The last session of the packaging and branding training program includes distribution of certificates to the trainees by Sri Abung Thomas, DIC Manager None. A landslide disrupting road connectivity between Lachen and Chungthang in North Sikkim has left hundreds of tourists stranded, prompting a swift response from the Indian Army. The Army's Tri Shakti Corps, operating under the Eastern Command, has launched Operation Himsatu to restore access and facilitate evacuate efforts in the affected region. Despite severe weather conditions and heavy snowfall, troops have managed to open critical mountain passes and activate alternate routes to move stranded civilians to safety. Working in close coordination with the Border Roads Organization, Army personnel are engaged in continuous road clearance, snow removal and restoration of connectivity in extremely challenging terrain. So far, 135 tourists have been safely evacuated along with 32 light vehicles and 10 motorcycles. Army vehicles are being used to tow civilian vehicles across steep snowbound stretches, while priority is being given to medical emergencies and vulnerable individuals. The Army is also coordinating closely with the civil administration, providing on-ground assistance, medical aid, and facilitating the gradual induction of tourists as conditions improve. Officials estimate that around 1,000 tourists are still stranded in Lachen, with sustained rescue and evacuation operations underway to ensure their safety return at the earliest. And Army officials said the safety and well-being of citizens remains a top priority, adding that teams on the ground are fully committed to extending all necessary assistance. The situation continues to be closely monitored. Sikkim Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang held a cordial meeting with Jyotiraditya Scindia in New Delhi on April 9, where the two leaders discussed key developmental priorities aimed at accelerating Sikkim's growth. During the meeting, both leaders engaged in meaningful discussions on crucial sectors such as tourism, agriculture, infrastructure, along with a comprehensive review of ongoing and upcoming development projects in the state. The interaction underscored the shared commitment of the state and central governments to fostering sustainable and inclusive progress in Sikkim. Chief Minister Tamang expressed his gratitude for the continued support extended by the Ministry of Development of North-Eastern Region donor towards the state's advancement. He also outlined the Sikkim government's vision for holistic and sustainable development, emphasizing initiatives such as organic farming, youth empowerment, and effective implementation of welfare infrastructure projects. Highlighting Sikkim's potential as a premier tourist destination, Tamang invited the Union Minister to visit the state and experience its natural beauty and serene environment. The invitation reflects the state's efforts to further strengthen tourism as a key driver of economic growth. Union Minister Scindia assured his full support to Sikkim's developmental initiatives and reiterated the centre's commitment to strengthening infrastructure and connectivity in the northeastern region. The meeting concluded on a positive note, with both leaders expressing optimism about enhanced collaboration for the overall growth of Sikkim and the wider northeast. Iran, the United States, and Israel agreed to a 2-week ceasefire in an 11th-hour deal that headed off U.S. President Donald Trump's threat to unleash a bombing campaign to destroy Iranian civilization. It was not clear if the strikes would settle the deal, which U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance called fragile. Even before the new attacks, much about the agreement was unclear, as the sides presented vastly different visions of the terms. Iran said the deal would allow it to formalize its new practice of charging ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz, a crucial transit lane for oil. but the details were not clear, nor was it known whether vessels would feel safe using the channel or whether ship traffic had resumed. It was also unclear whether any other country agreed to this condition. Arunachal Chief Minister Pema Khandu on April 9 urged the people of Assam to actively participate in the ongoing assembly elections, emphasizing that every vote has the power to shape the future of the state and strengthen democracy. Calling upon citizens to exercise their franchise with enthusiasm, Khandu particularly encouraged young voters and women to come forward and take part in the democratic process with confidence. In a post on X, the Chief Minister stated, as voting begins across Assam, I warmly call upon every citizen to step forward and take part in this important democratic exercise. His appeal comes as polling is underway across Assam's 126 assembly constituencies, with voters turning out to elect their representatives. Khandu's message underscores the importance of civic participation and reflects the broader commitment of leaders from the Northeast to uphold democratic values and encourage voter engagement. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, let's have a look at the top headlines once again. Man attempts a self-immolation outside Lok Bhavan over Tronglaubi attack. Police intervene. Manipur's Tronglaubi attack victims' family demands arrest of culprits within 5 days. Kuki CSOs urge restraint, clarify stand on highway situation in Manipur hills. Election violence erupts in Dibrugarh's Kawang, several injured in AJP-BJP clash. That's all for now. Thank you for tuning in and keep watching ELITETV English News for more updates.